sure if the stream can hear me or not, but so I can't confirm that. I'm not sure if the stream can hear me or not, but so I can't confirm that. Well, if the stream can hear me or not, but we will be starting Q2 shortly. Top five, the bottom five for Q1 are Q2. Coupes on Mercedes driver of well, if the stream can hear me or not, but we will be starting Q2 shortly. Top five, the bottom five for Q1 are Q2. Yes, the stream even hear me, man. Coupes on Mercedes driver of if the stream can hear me or not, but we will be starting Q2 shortly. Top five, the bottom five for Q1 are Q2. Yes, the stream even hear me, man. Coupes on Mercedes driver of if the stream can hear me or not, but we will be starting Q2 shortly. All right, Q2 will be starting. Q1 Mercedes driver keeps on. I think Aston. No, Aston. All right, Q2 will be starting. Q1 Mercedes driver keeps on. I think Aston. No, Aston. Yep, cars have lined up at the end of pit lane, and we're about to start Q2. Once that green light turns on, dyno mode keep reversing for some reason. Q2 will be starting. Williams driver on the ultra soft tires. Yep, cars have lined up at the end of pit lane, and we're about to start Q2. Once that green light turns on, dyno mode keep reversing for some reason. I cannot spectate the ultra soft tires. I can't see a damn thing. Yep, cars have lined up at the end of pit lane, and we're about to start Q2. Once that green light turns on, dyno mode keep reversing for some reason. I cannot spectate the ultra soft tires. I can't see a damn thing. Got cars on track in Q2. They're all packed up. Looks like they're racing instead of qualifying, but we'll see how that pays out for them. As they're going on board, the Williams. see Dino Monkey preparing to start this hot lap on the ultra soft tires. Looks like everybody's on ultra soft at the moment. Nobody's going for the super soft. It looks like they're racing instead of qualifying session that will decide what tire they start the race on. As we see Dino Monkey coming out of the final corner to start his flying lap.
Hey, I am now.
As we see Dino Monkey preparing to start this hot lap. Dino Monkey goes in terms of everybody's on ultra soft at the moment. There's down to 6 lap. It looks like they're racing instead of qualifying session that will decide what tire they start the race on. As we see Dino Monkey coming out of the final corner to start his flying lap. Dino Monkey coming in for the next corner. Dino Monkey goes in terms of everybody's on ultra soft.
Can you guys hear me?
There's down to 6 lap.
Hello?
Hello.
Alright.
Pumpkin, welcome to the booth. Stream is already up, so yeah.
Oh my god. The game is locked. I can't join. Tell him to unlock.
Alright.
Hello?
Alright, it's unlocked, right? So try to join. So yeah.
The game is locked. I can't join. Okay. Tell him to unlock.
Alright. Yeah, you're good. Okay. I don't know if it's me. It looks like Dino Monkey jumped out of his car after he goes P1.
Williams topped the first qualifying session. Interesting to see.
Yeah, they topped the first qualifying session, and now they're like going to top the second one as Dino is the first man into the 102s. Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Yeah, Williams
I don't know if it's me. It looks like Dino Monkey jumped out of his car after he goes P1.
We have Critical in third, Macho fourth, and Randomizer in fifth. That's the top five.
Yeah, they topped the first qualifying session, and now they're like going to top the second one as Dino is the first man into the 102s. Yeah, you're good. Okay. Looks like the Renault coming into the final corner now. After he goes P1.
Under investigation for jumping out of his car.
Yeah, that might result to him in a grid penalty, maybe.
Which would be bad because he's really fast.
Yeah, he's got the pace.
The Haas just got into 11th with a DUI. With a 1:14, I believe that might have been an outlap though. Oh, he's over. Oh,
yeah,
the Haas is upside down.
Result to him in a grid penalty.
DUI was upside down over the curb.
Yeah, he's got the pace.
Rolling again, but that was big.
Well, watching the Haas now as he goes into this next set of corners. Yeah, but Williams have a very strong lineup with their drivers topping P1 and P2 in both sessions.
Sorry to interrupt, but it looks like there's a McLaren that has a purple second sector.
Yep.
And
Oriente.
Only 7th though.
Watching the Haas now. Here comes the Haas into the final corner, coming off the final corner. He goes into pit lane. Have a very advantage left. P1 and P2 in both sessions.
Sorry to interrupt, but looks like there's a.
The field is a lot closer than expected compared besides the leader, but it's a lot closer than at first prediction. Oriente. Second through 10th are within a second of each other.
Macho's on top.
He goes into pit lane.
And he goes into the second sector. Out of the second sector, my bad. Into the
field is a lot closer than expected compared besides the leader, but it's a lot closer. Here comes some McLaren down the main straight. What would this lap take him? He
Fernand,
goes up to P3. P3 for the McLaren driver.
Fernand, the Williams of Fernand has a purple middle sector.
He improves his time
He improves.
by about 2/10. He improves his time. But Dyna was still topping it at 102.9. What a monster lap that was.
Yeah. But again, he could get a Prix penalty.
True.
If nobody's on their
Since he was under investigation for jumping out of his car, he could receive a possible grid penalty.
He improves his time right now.
By about 2/10. Yeah, I think anything they're on their in lap speed, they're hot. Let's see what Monto's coming to the final. I'm pretty sure he's coming into the pits this lap to get the fresh tires or just sit there for a moment. Yeah, here he comes into the pits.
Everybody is could have time for one more hot lap if they get into the pits right now.
2.49 seconds stop by the McLaren. And we have a Mercedes on super soft. Interesting. Interesting, he's on the super soft instead of the ultra soft.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's my driver. I don't know why he's on the super soft. It's all good though. It's fine.
Mercedes strategy going out the window, but
Oh,
he got time to come back into the pits to get a new set of ultras.
He said his car bugged and he accidentally went on super soft. Anyways, let's see. Everybody's on their hot or on their out lap. I mean, right now.
Yeah, here comes Macho Go. Macho Go coming towards the final corner to start his hot lap. Come around the final corner, get a good exit off that final corner. Here he comes down the main straight. Ooh, Sauber into the wall, final corner.
Yeah, there's a Sauber there.
Macho Go. DRS heading towards turn one. Goes into turn one. Clean through there. Comes into turn two. Goes a little bit wide on exit. Now, Dino Monkey on the super softs. I don't know if he's trying to flex at this point, but he's on super soft.
Yeah. Oh, the McLaren of Aritai, I think that's how you say it, is up to fourth.
Oriente, something like that.
He got up to fourth in that hot lap.
Macho Globe improves his first sector. Ooh, Fernand goes purple sector one.
Wow. That's a really good sector one there. Let's watch him on his lap. This is gonna be the last laps of everybody.
Yep. About 1 minute 33 seconds left in the session. Macho abandons his hot lap and comes into the pits.
Second sector is purple as well.
Fernand on a flyer. Fernand on a flyer right now. Here he comes out of the final corner.
The final corner.
Well, will this time take him to the top of the board?
It will.
No, it doesn't. 1030.
Only a 10th off. His black sector was not great.
Wow. Purple sector 1, purple sector 2, and the yellow sector 3.
That's really bad.
So it seems he is really lacking in that third sector.
Yeah, not too good.
But it still a good time, but not able to top his teammate, but he's down by about a 10th. As we got 40 seconds left in Q2. Current bottom 5 are the Aston, Z and E. That's I ain't gonna try to pronounce his name. Deferred XOP in the Renault, GUI in the Haas, and Video in the Mercedes.
Yeah.
That's your well. And there's a 15th driver, but he's not on track, so 14 in the session. So the bottom four will be eliminated. So like Fernand's coming into the pits this lap.
And that's the end of the session.
Yep. Session is over. Here comes Dino Monkey across the line to finish this lap. He is done.
Actually, deferred. The Renault actually improved a little bit, but not by much. And it wasn't enough to get him out.
Well, looks like that is the end of Q2, and the Williams are looking very strong right now. Both Williams looking strong.
2 Williams, 2 McLarens, and then 2 Saubers.
And then 2 Toro Rossos.
Yeah. And the 1 Red Bull kind of ruins it there, but.
And 1 Aston Martin. And it looks like Fernand is parking it in the Mercedes garage, and never mind, he's just trying to do a 3-point turn. Okay, he got me really confused there. The Costa Rican, currently P2. So it was like we'll have 9 drivers in Q2 as the bottom 5 eliminations, only 14 drivers. Yep. And there's your bottom 5. Video, GUI, Deferred, Neo, and Auga out of Q2. Q3 will be starting shortly, and the Williams seem to have a really big advantage right now. Could be a possible 1-2 for them, but the McLarens are not far behind. Looks like it could be a good possible pole for Dino Monkey, but we'll see what the rest of the field can do about that. Pumpkin is just up the VC, okay. Yeah, but Q3 will be starting shortly, very shortly. Look like the Williams and Dino Monkey and Fernand have the advantage over the rest of the field, topping both in Q1 and Q2. We'll see how they end up in Q3. Q3 will be starting shortly. Anyway, Q3 will be starting shortly. Dino Monkey down in the midfield of the line. Mancho Globe, Critical Noob, and Hawk down at the end. Fernand right behind his teammate. Q3, which should be starting shortly, but it depends of when the stewards think it's time to get that green light. Yeah, but his Helsinki has 13 corners. Lap times within the 102s, the 104s. Track is similar to Austria in length. And it seems it's a very close track compared to lap times. Lap times are very close to each other. Of course, Dino Monkey, a massive 102.9 in Q2, the fastest lap of the weekend. But we'll see what he can do in Q3. Williams have been dominating the qualifying session so far, but both McLarens have been keeping up with him. Just like we'll be starting Q3 as the timer has been reset. And Q3 is underway. Drivers on their outlaps. I think I'm gonna go on board with Macho though for this first lap. He seems to be very fast so far today. Macho in the McLaren hanging behind his teammate, Oriente, and the other McLaren. See what the Briton can do. Yep, they're making their way in towards Sector 3 now. Now to start their flying laps, their first flying laps of Q3 with about 8 minutes left in the session. There comes Macho coming on the final corner, get a good exit. Here he comes down the main straight. DRS wide open as it hits down the main straight as they start their first flying laps. See who's fastest in first sector once they come up to the line. Purple sector 1 right now for Macho as an immediately taken by Noah. Here comes Dino Monkey, 24.8 in the first sector. Dino at the advantage so far, a clear 2/10 over the next closest person. Coming into sector 2. Noah again. Oh, I think Macho invalidated. Dino, purple sector 2 again. Dino on a flyer right now. Ferdinand Hawk on purple sector 2 now. 21.3 sector 2 for Hawk. They come up to the line now. Dino Monkey going down, blasting down the main straight. Dino 102.995. What a lap. What a lap. Williams 1 and 2 right now. What a lap by Dino right there. 102.9. Fernand is closest to him, 103.070.
My mic just my mic just completely cut out, so I had to restart.
I cannot hear a thing you're saying, man.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Hello? Hello? Can you still not hear me? Kidding?
Yeah, I hear you now. I hear you now. It's like quiet though.
Yeah, I
I
know
hear
my
you.
mic is horrible. Anyways, I had to restart my mic because it was. I had to restart my computer because my mic was broken.
Oh, Yeah, but currently Dyna with a 102.995, a monster lap by Dyna once again in the 102s, but his teammate Fernandez less than the 10th behind him. Next closest driver is almost a full second back. The Toro Rossos, both Toro Rossos. Macho come around the final corner. He's coming to complete his lap. What can he do? Here comes Macho blasting down the main straight. I think Marty invalidated actually. Oh, that's not. Oh, he was starting his hot lap. Okay. Yeah, we see Sauber pop up into Q3. I mean P3. 103.854. Macho making his way down towards the second DRS straight. Let's see what Macho does in that first sector. Macho does a 25.2, about
Yellow
three
was
tenths off
him.
of what he would hope for.
Yeah.
We see Randomizer with a 24.9. He's actually quick for once.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Random or Macho is there's a McLaren going purple, second
Yep,
sector.
Oriente going purple sector 2. Here goes Macho blasting down the main straight. Macho pops up in the P3, 103.5. What about his teammate Oriente, purple sector 2? Oriente goes P5.
5. Wow. His sector. Oh, that was a horrible last sector.
Yeah, horrible. Oh, we got a flip. Macho does a whole side wheel. What is that? What was that? That was crazy. Like Macho just hit on that yellow curb and just went in the air like a good 10 feet.
Let's see who's on an. Nobody's on a hot lap.
Nah, I don't think everybody's coming in on their coming get new fresh tires right now. But at the moment, the advantage of Williams right now. Williams the possible 1-2. It depends what Dino has if he gets a grid penalty or not for jumping out of his car. Williams have the advantage right now. Clear half a second in front of everybody else for both
Oh yeah,
Williams.
didn't even notice that. Yeah, half a second ahead of the whole field. That's crazy.
Yeah, Williams look to be very strong this season.
Yeah,
Very strong contenders this season.
last season Williams got P2, and we're chasing Aston Martin, but just barely could not get the constructors. But I think this
Yep,
season they might have it in the bag. Honestly,
yep.
if they keep this driver lineup at least.
Looks like they're about to start their final Q3 runs. There's only 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the session. Macho on this out lap. Look like Dino actually improved his lap. He improves by about 7 tenths. I mean, not 700, 700s,
Oh yeah, he
700s.
did. This guy
He
is
did
just
improve.
unstoppable when it comes to qualifying. At least he's been on the top of every session, hasn't he?
I think so. Yeah, he actually led both sessions in preseason testing, so I think he has. Yeah,
He's led every session so far.
Dino looking
All
like the man to beat right now. Let's see if he can carry that into the race.
hopefully.
Macho Globe coming towards the final corner to start his last flying lap, most likely.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Let's see.
everybody's last final lap.
He's almost 5 tenths behind second, so he needs a big improvement for this lap as he comes start his last flying lap. DRS wide open down the main straight, coming to turn one. Flat round here.
Coming down into turn two, this is a very tricky section to get right. Now into the very open and wide um,
Yep.
chicane.
DRS open.
DRS open for Macho.
He might get a slipstream for that Toro Rosso in front of him
Yeah,
as he goes into the next set of corners. So Toro Rosso just goes by a little bit.
a little
Here
bit
comes
wide for
Macho.
Macho, but that's all good. Macho
Yep.
still a first sec though.
Yeah. Randomizer improving.
down into a very hard left-hander into the final
See what
chicane.
Macho does at 21.5 in this second sector.
Oh, he's backed off his lap.
He abandoned his lap. He abandoned his lap.
Randomizer will
Randomizer.
P5.
Randomizer did the exact same time as his best lap. He did the exact same time.
Did he?
He
Oh
did.
yeah. All right. This is everybody
Exact same time.
everybody coming to their last.
Yeah, it looks like that's Macho Globe session over.
I think he actually might. He might want to get
Dino Monkey 24.9 in the first sector. Out of purple, but it's still a good first sector. Macho coming to the line. He will just barely make the checkered flag. As we're gonna go on board with Dino Monkey as he's on the flyer.
Let's see. He might want.
Oh, Fernand, 24.8 first sector. Here comes Dino out of the final corner. He goes, oh, I thought he was going into pits for no. He went very wide. Dino across the line.
Oh
103
wow.
flat. Purple
But he
final sector.
purple final sector, but couldn't improve. Fernand.
Let's see what his teammate. What does his teammate do? What can he
No great
do?
lap. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be purple, but he's gonna get. He's
Here
gonna
he
get
goes, the
something.
Sauber. Critical new goes P3
Fernand did not improve. Critical new P3, yeah.
with a 103.5.
Macho is not improving.
Yep,
He's gonna
drivers
stay
finishing their
P4.
laps.
Macho is gonna stay P4.
Yep,
And
drivers
Hawk
finishing up their
is the
laps.
last. Oh no, there's three more drive. No, wait, both of them. Hawk is the only one that can upset anybody. No, he's actually
Hawk
out.
is in the pit.
Oh, never
Hawk is in
mind.
the pit lane. I
Awful.
think that's it. I think that's quality.
That's
That's quality.
qualifying over.
Dino Monkey on pole with a 102.933, the only man in the 102s.
And he's the only driver to get first in every session that we've gone. This includes preseason testing. He won both, or he got first in both preseason testing.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a very strong season for Williams. So almost a half a second in front of everybody else for both drivers. This will be a very strong season for them.
No further
No,
investigation for him.
no further investigation. So Dino Monkey will keep pole position. Williams looking very strong this weekend. Closest competitor is Critical Noob in the summer with a 103.5. But that's still almost a half second behind everybody else. That's crazy.
And that is a good lap compared to a lot of others.
It's a good lap, but those Williams are very rapid right now.
Yeah.
The Costa Rican, the Fernand, and the British of Dino Monkey leading that Williams flag. Defending champs Aston Martin currently not doing so good. Shut down in 6 minutes for the race, so race should be starting within the next 10 minutes most likely. Got to get everything set up, so look forward to that. We'll see if Dino Monkey can go from pole to victory in the race.
Yeah.
Mercedes also on the back foot as well. But that was a cracking session. A masterclass, you could honestly say, from by the Dino and the Williams driver Fernand.
it's just going on intermission, by the way. Whoever's streaming.
Yeah. This is gonna be a short intermission in between sessions. Uh, so yeah,
And also
we'll,
mute us.
we'll be back shortly. to Helsinki Autodrome for the first race of season 2 of Romula 1. Drivers are in their cars and we're getting ready to go up to the grid. As drivers are heading out, we see the Haas, the GUI heading down the pit road. We see Fexeland, Team Boss, a whole bunch of team bosses and team staff excited for the first race of the season. On pole, we have Dino Monkey in the wheelness, the Monster 102 in the qualifying session. His teammate Fernand lining up beside him in P2. Williams is looking very strong this season in this race. As we see Fernand starting up on the mediums as he heads down pit lane to go onto the grid.
It's the softs, is it not? It's the softs, not the mediums.
As we see Dino Monkey lining up in the first grid spot on the pole on mediums, or softs as they would call it. Yeah, 2017 softs.
Yeah, it's 2017.
I'm still so confused with nowadays.
Different tires. So the yellows are the the softs. The reds are the super softs, and the purple are the ultra softs. I believe those are the only 3 tires.
Yeah. I got confused. I'm so used to saying mediums with yellow tires nowadays.
That's all good. Anyways, so if I were Williams, I would be really excited right now. The closest somebody's gotten to them was Q1, and they were 2/10 off there. In Q3, they pulled a 5/10 gap to 3rd place. That's some unbelievable stuff by Williams, and I think they can carry that over into the race, depending on how good their strategy is.
Okay. So looking at today's tire strategies for this race, looks like most people will be starting on softs. And looks like they will be going to about lap 20 or so. Maybe. Lap 20. I don't know if anybody's starting on super softs. Looks like everybody's starting on the soft tires. But here comes Foxy on ultra softs. And the Haas coming down the pit lane. And it looks like everybody on the grid is starting on softs. Wait, here we go. You got it. Aston Martin starting on super softs. Renault starting on super softs.
There is a few people at the back starting on super softs, but all of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The top 9 are starting on the softs.
Wow. So very strategy will come into play as we see the first car on softs looks like Olga in the Aston Martin.
The first car on super softs, you mean?
Yes.
Sorry. Anyways.
But yeah, it looks like we'll be starting shortly. Waiting on those grid lights to come up. As Dino Monkey is questioning how many laps is the race.
It I believe is 42. 42 laps the race.
$42 laps. 25 corner cuts. So this race should be about maybe 45 minutes long, rough estimate. So
yeah, it takes about a minute a lap. Yeah, so it should be about 45 minutes. Not too long. Rain is forecasted. No, not rain, but it's gonna be cloudy, so there could be rain. As we see up in the sky.
yeah.
Rain is not forecasted, but it could come out of nowhere. That would be interesting.
It'll be very interesting. It could turn the whole race on its heels.
Yeah.
Well, we are in Finland, so weather is very prominent here.
Getting ready here.
Yep.
All the drivers in their grid slots, or most of them at least.
Yep. Looks like we'll be starting any moment now.
And
Yep, here we go.
they've ordered all personnel off the grid, meaning that it will be just a matter of moments before we start the before we start the formation lap.
Yes. Get the chance for drivers to warm up their tires and get a feel for their cars as we're about to start this 42 lap race around Helsinki. Helsinki Autodrome, very famous for being the first ever track made and raced here in Romula 1. And now we're about to hopefully see another great race here.
Yeah, it was a great racing back in. It was great racing back in season one. See if we can let's see if we can start. We can start the season off with a banger here. Again.
Looks like we're about to start the formation lap. And we have a Mercedes Video Super. This is DNS, did not start. So already one Mercedes on in the garage not starting this race.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for me because.
Are we gonna do it? There's not gonna be no formation lap. I don't know. There might be. Hold on, we'll find out shortly.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Mercedes. It looks like we got a Haas starting in the pit lane. There just seems to be a bit of confusion among the race officials. Helsinki should be a very good race. And that's what we're about to get started very shortly as the call of the drivers. Dino Monkey and Fernand, the two Williams on the front row. And we have a short message coming from our league owner.
Oh my god.
And it's a joke. What a lad. What a
There
lad.
we go. Watching the lights. One.
Here we
Two,
go.
three,
3, 4,
four,
5.
five.
And
And
let's
we're out.
go, go, go. We're green. Lights out here at Helsinki. Dino Monkey leads them towards turn 1. Dino Monkey
Oh, he
goes
got the
wide.
lead. Fernand now in the lead. Critical Newman second. Dino Monkey in third.
Rest of the field now goggling up behind them. The
Very
top three
fluid
are slowly
navigation.
breaking away. DRS will be enabled on lap 3.
Yeah, so no DRS for any of these cars yet.
Yeah, DRS could be a big factor in this race.
Oh yeah, 100%. But we could see some DRS trains.
Yes. Fernand in the lead, critical noob. Here goes Macho globing for a move on Dino Monkey. They go into the next corner.
Oh, Dino's really not is struggling.
Yeah, it looks like Dino didn't get the tires warmed up enough, and he's really struggling on this opening lap as they head towards the final corner for the first time. Looks like Fernand will lead the first lap as they come off the final corner. Blasting down the main straight, Fernand will lead lap 1. GY, the first car on the super song, is up to 7. He's 2.3 seconds back behind the leader.
Yeah, that's not too bad. The Haas had not a great qualifying session, but he can make it up here due to the fact that he's on the super softs.
25 corner cuts is a drive-through penalty, and 35 is a disqualification.
Yes.
As we see Ferdinand slowly come, but here comes Dino. Dino actually closing up on his teammate.
Now, looks like his tires are warmed up, fired up. Looks like he's
Yep.
so
DRS will be enabled next lap.
yes. Oh, but look at this battle for second place. There's 4 cars in it.
Yep. Macho Globe and Critical Noob slowly about coming towards Dino in second. Ferdinand also getting slowly getting caught by Dino as we come to complete lap 2. DRS is now enabled.
Yeah, but they won't be able to get the DRS until the final or till the back straightaway.
Yep.
So kind of stuck behind Fernand at this point, as there's somebody on the track. One of the Aston Martins has parked the car.
DRS enabled. Ferdinand almost flipped.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that.
Ferdinand almost crashed.
As Dino Monkey actually has DRS from Fernand.
And
So
Dino Monk, and there's a Ferrari a lap down already. Ferdinand flipped. Disaster for the Williams driver.
Although he is really fast, he can make that time back up. But he's only about
Well, we'll
4
see
seconds.
how far behind he is at coming down the main straight next time. But Dino Monkey in the lead by at least a good second or two. That's Macho Globes in second, but Dino Monkey is leading. He's leading by just over a second, but Fernand is in 2.9 seconds back, so he's still in this race.
Yes, not out of it.
That's currently Dino as unexpected cast the fastest lap at the moment.
Let's talk let's talk about the 2 Toro Rossos. They both made it into Q3, but they're now down in P13 and P15.
Yeah, Toro Rosso really seemed to be struggling on these opening laps, but we'll see how they'll make it back up during the course of this race. Macho Globe slowly gaining on Dino Monkey. That DRS really helping him.
Yeah.
Here comes Macho. Macho looking for a mistake from Dino, but Dino has been flawless this weekend. Dino really gains on him in that third sector. Dino coming out the final corner. There's a Mercedes in the wall, final corner. Disaster for the Mercedes. Both Mercedes are struggling right now. Pumpkin, the owner of Mercedes team, cannot be happy right now.
I am not happy at all. One of my drivers just didn't start at all, and one of them just now crashed into the pits. Yeah. It's okay. It's alright.
You can hear the disappointment in his voice.
Macho with the DRS. No, he actually didn't get DRS. What?
Here comes Hawk. Hawk out of nowhere.
Don't worry, guys. We're coming. Mercedes is coming back strong in race 2. We have a. I'm gonna
Looks
have
like
Red
Hawk
Bull
will
behind
take the lead. Hawk is
because
in the lead, I think.
the lead, and Macho's going down the inside of Dino.
The Red Bull in P1 at the moment. But Macho, will Dino and Macho catch up to him with that DRS down the main straight? Hawk will lead this next lap.
Fernand back up
Dino
in
and
P3.
Yep, Dino has DRS though down the main straight. He's closing. DRS slams shut as they head into turn 1.
2 Williams side by side. Looks like.
Yep, Fernand has caught back up after that flip. And Macho Globe is slowly falling away. DRS now enabled. Fernand doesn't have DRS, remarkably somehow. Here comes Dino. Dino around the outside. Dino to the lead.
To the lead. The DRS really helps.
Yes,
Look
DRS
at
is very
this
powerful.
battle for the lead. It's 6 cars.
You got the 2 Saubers, both Williams, 1 Red Bull, and 1 McLaren for the lead battle.
All of them
The
are
next car is
interconnected with each
a
other.
Renault. The next group is about 5 seconds back from Critical Noob in that Sauber. As they come out the final corner down the main street, that DRS is very powerful as Dino Monkey just gets left for dust down that main street.
Yeah, as
D-
they're through abreast, I think.
DRS will be a very deciding factor this race,
Oh yeah.
as you're already on lap 7.
Yeah, this is
Yes,
going by
pit
pretty quickly.
stops will be very important. Pit stops will be very important. As it looks like the Toro Rossos are very struggling at this rate. Super 29 seconds back of the leader, nearly 30 seconds. Looks like Macho Globe is having to take the lead at the moment as Fernand is slowly pulling away once again. Macho is still hanging in there with Dino.
Apparently, the stream can't even hear me, so I don't. My mic is so broken. I'm just gonna leave. All right, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sorry, my mic is so broken. I'll be back for the next race.
Sure. I'm a one-man ship, people. Now, back to the race. Dino Monkey and Hawk are now leading the pack as Ferdinand got blasted down by that DRS down the main straight. Hawk is now in trouble as he doesn't get DRS. But here comes the rest of the pack as they head towards the next corner. Who's going to have the advantage? Looks like Fernand is in the lead, but here comes Hawk, but here comes Dino. Wow, this battle for the lead is very tense right now. The simplest mistake can easily just drop you behind this whole pack. This is like an F1 esports race right now. This is close. So we see Dino Monkey trying to get a good X off that final corner. Looks like he will. He has DRS down his teammate, coming blasting down that main straight. Dino at the leads at the line by 16th thousands. Dino leading once again. Dino has been very strong on this track this weekend, as Hawk has the fastest lap now with a 104.112. Like Dino is slowly pulling away from the field, but that DRS is helping them catch back up. Yep, that DRS. Dino's pulling away, but that DRS brought them back in. As we will see this race, DRS will be a deciding factor. If Dino can break out of that DRS, it could spell end to end for the rest of the pack. Like randomizer, the most toxic driver on the grid will come now to take the lead. What a drive. But Dino has DRS as he just blasts past him. That DRS is very powerful. It's almost like you don't want to be the lead car because you're just gonna get freight trained every time there's a DRS zone. But we'll see how that helps them. Yep, Dino Monkey once again is pulling away from the pack. Dino just seems to be flawless at this point. At this point, I think the DRS is the only reason the main pack is able to keep up with him because he is just really quick at the moment as he nearly hits the pit wall on exit. 6/10 at the line, and they have DRS and he doesn't. Dino Monkey, this could spell the end for the rest of the pack and the field. As it looks like that 6 car group is a full 12 seconds in front of 7th and back, which is crazy. Such a big skill gap between 6 and 7 because they full 12 seconds and it's only lap 11. By my calculations, up to 7 should be lapped by a good lap 35 at least. They should be lapped. So we'll find out. Here comes Hawk. Hawk. Here he comes. Hawk to the lead, but here comes Dino right back at him. The battle for the lead between the Red Bull and the Williams. Dino Monkey still just flawless through that section. As Dino will come out with the final corner. Looks like he will lead, but here comes Hawk with DRS. Gap at the line is half a tenth. What happened to Macho? That's tough. Macho's race might just be over because he's out of DRS at the nearest car. Unless that Ferrari that's very slow could help him. That slow Ferrari might actually help Macho get back in DRS, but we'll find out. Yeah, it looks like this will be a one-stop race. I think they're going to go from softs to super softs, but we'll find out. I think that back marker actually might have helped Macho, though. So that might help him, but he is still about a good second behind the pack. As we see Dino coming into this next corner, as the field is just ravaging behind him like a pack of wild animals. The Red Bull of Hawk is in P2 right now, but his teammate and the other Red Bull looking like a pink cow at the moment. Fernand now challenging for the lead. Here comes Fernand. Actually, might just barely fraction in front of his teammate. Well, it looks like Hawk has fallen back quite a bit now. Here comes Critical Noob and the Sauber, closing up on him. Sauber, I want to say very underestimated this season compared to the Williams, but they're being outshined. But they're showing up here today at Helsinki. As like Fernand is now slowly pulling away from his teammate, but here comes Dino. Dino is just flawless in that fast chicane in sector 3. Ooh, Dino really coming up to the edge of that pit wall on the final exit. Fernand in the lead at the moment. Yeah, Macho Grove is pretty much out of it at this rate. Dino Monkey almost loses it on the corner exit. He almost spun. Dino almost spun off corner exit there. That could have been a race ender right there if he didn't save it. He only lost about a good maybe half a second, but that's good, still good enough to be with him DRS. So Dino, a slight mistake, but he's still in it. Unlike Macho, who actually lost it and just fell back. Talk. There's a Mercedes parked on the side there in sector 3. That's interesting. I wonder what the stewards are going to think about that, retrieving that car. Is going to leave it there? But yeah, Fernand in the lead now. Hawk in P2, Dino in P3. Yeah, Fernand slowly pulling away actually, which is shocking compared to the DRS. But here comes Dino back with the DRS. As soon as I say DRS, here he comes. That DRS is very powerful. Easily gains you like a good 10, 15 miles an hour. Kilometers. That's like 20 miles, 20 kilometers an hour in kilometers. So Fernand leading, but with Dino, his teammate, right behind him. Looks like it might be a Williams 1-2, but randomizer. Oh, critical noob. Critical noob almost flipped. What happened to critical noob? Critical noob just, I don't know what happened to him. Critical noob, like he might have flipped on that curve there. He's now back there with Macho. They hopefully work with each other, trying to catch back up to the lead pack. But now the lead pack has been reduced from 6 to 4 now. One Sauber, one Red Bull, and both Williams. The Williams looking very strong right now. But we'll see what happens when the pit stops come up within about another 10 laps time. But according to the drivers on the radio, it looks like tire wear is actually a lot higher than they thought it would be. Yeah, it looks like critical noob is now starting to fall off. Hawk is just barely hanging in there. And it will be very interesting for the Williams on the pit stops because one of them they can't obviously not pit they can't pit on the same lap because they're right close to each other. So Williams got to stay out longer. So this actually could be very interesting. See who will Williams pit first. But we don't know how powerful the undercut is here, so we don't know if the undercut is more powerful or the overcut is more powerful. But according to the lap times, it looks like the undercut is more powerful because now the drivers are doing up 105s compared to 104s they're doing at the start. So looks like the undercut might be more powerful. You have to get to that lap window and then go for it. Look like Hawk now going for the lead in that Red Bull against Dino and the Williams. Fernand falling off and critical Nubis just barely in the DRS of Fernand, I think. Fernand with a really good corner right there. They come off the final corner. Ooh, randomizer really got close to that wall. Randomizer almost clipped that pit wall. Randomizer is just praying he's still in the DRS at this rate. He was like he is though as he closes up on Hawk and Fernand. And Fernand actually gonna go to the lead here. I think Hawk is just biding his time right now. He's not trying to like go for the lead, but he's trying to bide his time and just study the Williams right now and see where the weak points are. Here comes randomizer moving up into third. Of course, randomizer arguably could be one of the what's a nice word to say it? More dilapidated drivers on the grid. But we'll see what he can do. I see him now going for the second against Dino Monkey. Fernand is pulling away, and there's a Ferrari just flipped right in front of the leaders. What was that? Ferrari in shambles right now. Ferrari in shambles. Just like real life. Anyway, back to the race. Fernand and Dino pulling away. The Williams duo looking very strong this season. They look like they can be the championship favorites. You see Fernand and Dino battling each other as the Williams duo. They should be closing in on pit stops within the next 5 laps or so. Maybe less or maybe more. Race strategy includes they'll pit around lap 25 or so, but we'll find out. Hawk is closing in on them. Randomizer is just barely hanging on. Yeah, looks like Randomizer is just falling off right now, and Hawk is just barely keeping up with him. Williams looking very strong in this race. The Costa Rican of Fernand and the Briton of Dino. Ooh, Dino lost the rear end a little bit there on that curve a little bit. Looked like he lost the rear end a little bit. Had a little oversteer. Yeah, Looks like the leader. The longest the gap I seen was about 6 tenths, but it was Dino was leading over Hawk. But ever since then, they've been very closer now. I think randomizer might just be out of DRS of Hawk, so that might spell trouble for him. That is still like the beginning of the end for randomizer. There's a front wing on track, like a Toro Rosso front wing on the track. Debris on track. I don't know what the stewards are gonna do about that. Yeah, it looks like that Toro Rosso front wing belongs to Super because he is very slow right now. Yeah, that is his front wing he lost. He must have hit the wall in that corner. I mean, he is very slow. Ooh, Dino Monkey loses the rear end again. Look like that tire wear is really starting to kick in now. Dino Monkey has brought Hawk back into the battle. Randomizer has fallen off officially. Randomizer is officially out of DRS range. That is not good for his race chances. Still a good result in P4, but that win chance might be going out the window. If I was randomizer, I'll be considering an undercut, but we'll find out. Yeah, I have Super and Noah in the pits right now. Fernand, Hawk, and Dino Monkey still battling, but randomizers is just keeping them in sight. I think randomizer, if he wants to keep staying in this race, he needs to do an undercut. He needs to pit before the lead pack does. If not on the same lap, he cannot stay out longer because he'll lose time most likely. So if I was random, he needs to either find a way to get back in DRS or find a way to do the undercut. I think random. No, he stays out. Okay. I thought he went to the pits for a moment. Unless I was critical, I was thinking of. They have the same stopper. They're both teammates. That might have been critical. Anyway, Fernand and Dino Monkey battling. Hawk is now falling back a little bit. I think he's still in DRS range, but he's slowly falling back. And it looks like the preferred strategy is soft to super soft. So they'll most likely go to super soft on this next pit stop as we're now a little past halfway in this race. To be honest, Williams are in a technically disadvantage because they have two drivers that are very close to each other and they cannot they double stack, they most likely lose time, but we'll find out. We'll see what happens. Dino Monkey is leading into the final corner. All three of them still stay out. As we see Dino and Fernand. Like Fernand has to lead at the moment. There's another for slow Ferrari, man. Another slow Ferrari. Ain't that something? That's like the third time I've seen a Ferrari this race. Fourth, actually. Anyway, DRS is now available to some of the drivers in P2 and P3, Hawk and Dino. That's Fernand's lead. But here comes Dino. Dino takes the lead from his teammate, but Fernand takes it right back. There's a slow Ferrari ahead of the leaders right now. I don't know if that's just Miriam or the other Ferrari driver of our yeah. Oh, Ferrari just lost it. What was that? Ferrari just lost the whole. Ferrari just died. Just lost the whole rear end there. It looked like he just died. Anyway, um, yeah, that's surely the Ferrari master plan. Just look slow for the first part of the season and come back strong second part, just like real life. Anyway, but Dino and Fernand's trying to pull away from Hawk. Yeah, I agree. I think Fernand is very strong in the sector two and sector three, but just losing in the sector one. That also could be because he is losing. He has that DRS advantage because Dino and Hawk have DRS and he doesn't. Because Ferdinand is actually staying in front of them, so he's actually has pace to keep up and stay in front. But that DRS is bringing him back into him on the straights. Ooh, Dino has a snapper oversteer on corner exit there. Ferdinand flying through that fast chicane. Hawk now looking for a move on Dino. Will they come into the pits? No, they stay out once again. Hawk playing with that DRS. He's gaining on Ferdinand. Ferdinand actually might be under fire here from Hawk and Dino. Hawk is in a very good position to get a good position this race. I don't know if he'll be able to win, but he'll easily be on that podium. But we'll find out as time goes on. Dino looking for a move on his teammate. Like Dino will come to lead. Looks like he's going, but here comes Ferdinand right back at him. Dino is really struggling with that oversteer right now on that tire. Dino Monkey really struggling with the tires by the looks of it because he is having a whole bunch of oversteer. Ferdinand is flying through that third sector. Hawk has the fastest lap by 2/10 over Ferdinand. Dino Monkey and Hawk gaining with that DRS. That DRS is very powerful here. I wonder if they're trying to go long enough to make to the end on ultra softs. It's bold, but I don't know. I don't. That might be what they're going for, but I doubt it. They might be going for ultra sauce, but I honestly doubt that because ultra sauce lasts very shortly. But we'll find out as time goes on. As they're coming closer, they got about 15 laps to go in this race. The race is flying by. As this lap is only about a minute long. Minute 4, minute 5 now the drivers are doing, but that's how we're seeing it. So they lost about a second and a half compared to their best times. As we see them coming out the final corner, none of them still not pitting yet. We'll find out. Dino falling back, BS DRS catching back up. Dino slowly falling off of that tire. At this point, they're just praying to get to that pit window and just come in and get fresh tires. Those sauce look very. Oh, Dino lost over end. Hawk goes wide. Hawk almost went into the wall. Macho and ran him into the pits. Well, they're going for the undercut. Let's see what they can do. This could be a deciding factor of this race. We'll find out. Leaders losing 9/10 to critical new. They're very slow right now. Hawk has lost a whole bunch of time. What happened to him? Fernand losing time now. What is going on? Hawk is really struggling with those tires right now. A slow Ferrari once again. What is this? The red. What is going on? It's like every 5 laps I'm seeing Ferrari get passed by the leaders. Every 5 laps. It's sad. Ferrari looking like Alfa Romeo out there. Yeah, Hawk is out of DRS, and there's Ariente in the McLaren. He's most likely on fresh tires, but he's on the verge of going a lap down. Ariente in that McLaren, the 2017 McLaren made famous by Fernando Alonso for having a very slow engine. Ooh, Dino goes a little bit wide. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ariente is on fresh tires, so he's is pulling away from the leaders. As Ariente is currently P11, just outside of the points. Ariente goes wide in that corner. Fernand leading over Dino. Fernand goes wide. He saves it. Will they pit? No, they still stay out. At this point, Hawk might as well just go for that undercut because he is very far behind. I think Hawk is actually pitting now. I think Hawk's in the pits. Yeah, he is in the pits. Hawk's in pitting. He's pitting. Let's see what tire he's gonna go on to. Probably most likely be looks like he'll like yeah, he's going super softs. He has pitted. Yeah, on super softs. We'll see. We should be expecting the wins within the next 2 or 3 laps now. Pitting. Maybe I might even coming in this lap. Fernand is actually gapping Dino right now. And as soon as I say that, Fernand makes a mistake. Yeah, Fernand's actually pulling away slightly from his teammate. Let's see what Dino can do about it. We'll see if they come into the pit. Who comes into the pits? Will it be Fernand or Dino? Dino into the pits now. Slowing, trying to get it slowed down. He makes his pit stop. Well, he's going to super sauce. What is this pit stop? 2.1 second pit stop. That is rapid by the Williams team. Rapid pit stop. 2.1 seconds. Now we're going to go on board with Fernand as we expect him in this lap. Fernand will most likely come into the pits at the end of this lap. He is getting DRS from Ariente in front of him. Here comes Fernand. I'm pretty sure I'm 95% sure Fernand is coming in this lap. We'll find out. Let's see what happens. Fernand coming towards the Sector 3 chicane. Here comes Fernand coming towards the final corner. I'm pretty sure he's coming to the pit because he's really struggling on those tires. Yep, Fernand into the pits now. Fernand into the pits. Let's see what tires he going on to. Will he beat Dino out of the pits? What is it? Pit stop. 2.4, 3/10 slower. He gets slow. He's slow on the exit. Now, here comes Dino. Dino goes by his teammate. Critical Noob goes by Fernand. Critical Noob in front of Fernand and Dino really massively in front of him. Dino with a massive undercut. That undercut is very powerful. Dino at least a good 3 seconds in front of Critical Noob. Critical Noob with the massive strategy saver with the P2. Crit is P2 right now, so he's doing very good at that strategy. Yeah, but they're at least a good couple of seconds behind. They're coming to 10 laps to go. 10 laps left here in Helsinki. 10 laps to go. 10 laps. So this race should be lasting for like another good 10 minutes or so. How fast are they going? Dino's doing 104s right now. There's a battle for P2 at the moment. Critical Noob, I think, is just in front, might just be in DRS of. Oh, Dino crashed. Ain't no way this man just crashed. Ain't no way this man just cost his soul. He just crashed. What is happening? What is happening? Dino needing more slaps, pulling away, had a good 3 seconds advantage, and then just flips on that curb. Hawk almost hits the pit wall. Now Fernand leading. Now this race has really just turned on his heels right now. We have a battle for the win with 9 laps to go. This race is really getting exciting right now. Critical Noobs now in the mix for the win. Hawk is in the mix. With that mistake by Dino, he might have just costed himself an easy win there. Now he has to actually work for it. I think the most important thing is to hang on to DRS because they can stay within DRS. Those two cars in front of them, Hawk and Fernand, they could bring themselves back into this as Dino passes critical noob. Fernand is pulling away though, but here comes Hawk is actually gaining on him. Hawk is right on his gearbox. This chase is going to get really exciting in these next couple of laps. Dino really good to that sector 3 chicane. Those fresh tires really Dino really seems to be loving those fresh tires right now. Critical noob is almost out of DRS. Hawk is right beside, I think Hawk actually in front of Fernand at the moment. Wow. DRS is very powerful here. It's actually mind-boggling how powerful DRS is. Looks like I don't know who's going to get DRS. Will it be Fernand or Hawk this time? Going to go on board with Hawk, the Red Bull driver. The Red Bull ace from Canada. The Canadian looking for a win here. Another Ferrari up ahead. What what is happening? What is going on, Ferrari? What is going on? Another Ferrari, bro. This is like the 7th time I've seen a Ferrari get lapped. This is actually sad, but funny. You got F2 drivers driving for them. That is Artuk. He is really struggling. Did I just say he is 18 laps down? This man is 18 laps down. He's only on 16 laps. Oh dear. Dear. Artuk is 18 laps down. How is that even possible? Ooh, Job is closing in on that DP drive-through penalty CC number. He's got 21 corner cuts. 4 more, and he gets a drive-through penalty. So far, the person with the least amount of corner cuts is a tie with Fox, Macho, and Fernand. Those are 3 people that have the least amount of corner cuts. Critical Noob is closing up on him. Top 4 within a second of each other. Here comes Dino. With coming to 5 laps to go next time. Hawk is hanging in there, that Canadian Red Bull driver. Fernand actually leading the race now. Dino hanging in there. See if Fernand can hold on. Fernand actually might be a little bit faster than Dino at the moment, but we'll find out as this race comes to its climax. Dino Monkey trying to get a good exit off that final corner. It's like he will. He does have DRS, so does Hawk. That DRS is really clubbing at very closing rate. That closing rate is very quick into that DRS. The Williams drivers are now battling it out for the lead. Dino and Fernand, but Hawk is right there. And not too far behind them is Critical Noob and Sauber. Macho Globe is 10 seconds behind him. Looks like he might finish P5 with randomized P6, and all the way back is all getting to Aston Martin. You know what? At this rate, I think Super Fox and the other Red Bull might become a lap driver by the end of this race. But we'll find out. Let's see what they can do. Hawk is leading. This battle for the win is very intense, but Fernand is pulling away. Wow. Fernand looking very strong at the top end of this race. We're closing in with about 3 laps to go almost. 3.5 laps to go here at Helsinki, Finland. As we see Hawk now trying to hang on there, but Dino and Fernand actually closing in. Fernand leading. Dino passes past him with that DRS. That DRS is so powerful. That DRS might be a deciding factor in this race. There's 3 laps to go here at Helsinki. This DRS will be a deciding factor for this race. Williams looking very strong. I think Williams are the championship favorites for drivers and constructors. Ooh, Hawk goes on that little curve just a little bit. I'm pretty sure Williams are the favorites for the constructors championship, but drivers championship, according to this race, could be anybody. But we'll find out. But pretty sure the Williams, as Hawk loses the rear end a little bit on that corner. As will be now coming to 2 laps to go next time by here at Helsinki. We'll see what it's going to come down to as they come down to 2 to go. Battle for the lead is helping up. DRS is gaining on them. That DRS is so powerful. It's honestly remarkable. Dino Monkey looks like he's going to cruise to victory be here, but don't say nothing too soon. It's there right there with that DRS. We'll see what DRS catch them back up. DRS is enabled for Hawk and Fernand. Here they come. Sparks flying under the cars. Here comes Hawk in that Red Bull. Canadian driver. Will be coming to 1 lap to go next time by. This is it. Whoever wins, wins. This has really been a very exciting race, this race. The Williams are dominating, but the Hawk and Red Bull have been there, right there. Here we come, out of the final corner for the penultimate time. Here we go. Last lap here at Helsinki Autodrome. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? They come into turn 1. Dino has the advantage. Dino pulling away. Might spell trouble for them as they go into the final lap. Dino makes a mistake. They could come back. Dino goes a little bit wide. DRS might help him here. We'll find out as they come to DRS. Here DRS is, here he goes. Who's going to get it? DRS closing. Here comes Hawk and Fernand. Fernand going for it. Oh my, this race actually, oh wow, this might be a photo finish here. Fernand. Here comes Fernand. Hawk is falling off. Here comes Fernand. Into the next corner. Hawk sends it. Here comes Fernand. Oh my god, this is race getting very exciting. Here comes Fernand. Here comes Hawk. It's twitching all the time. Hawk gets a better corner. Into the final corner. Who gets a better exit? Hawk gets a good exit. Here they come down the main straight. I think Hawk's gonna get it. Hawk's gonna win. Hawk wins. Hawk wins. Hawk wins. The underdog wins. And Helsinki, what a race. What a final lap. Whoa, my God. Oh, my God. Hawk just won the whole shabam here at Helsinki. What a race. Oh, my God. I'm speechless. What a race. What a race. That is wow. That that is something. Hawk in the Red Bull. He's like I said earlier, he was biding his time, waiting for the right moment, and he took it in the final corner. That that was exciting. What a race that was. Just what a race. What a race. That that is actually very mind-boggling. I am speechless. I am speechless. That is Jesus Christ. Hawk literally came from half a second back in the final sector. What a race that was. What a race. What a race. That that is actually very mind. Oh, that was that was exciting. Yeah, so coming up to the podium now. Hawk is probably most likely for the first time is parking in that P1 board. Wow. Just wow. That is just wow. Just wow. Now I'm be making my way down towards the podium. The Williams team boss or engineer is not here, but if they were, I'm pretty sure they'll be very excited. As everybody's making their way towards the podium. Hawk, pretty much the underdog for this race. Everybody thought the Williams was going to win this. They were just too quick this weekend, but Hawk just stole it off that final corner. Amazing, really amazing. If I chose that rear wing, it's a $50,000 fine. As we go up here to the podium places, we see Hawk just sitting in that P1. I bet he feels very good right now. He's feeling like a king right now. This is very exciting. Very exciting at the moment as we await the drivers to come up onto the podium very shortly. Yes, and Hawk has the fastest lap, so that's an extra. That's a full 26 points for Hawk this race. The coach, the Canadian, pulled it off here today against Williams. What a drive! What a drive! What a drive! That is something. Well, thank you for joining here in Helsinki. Round two is Piraeus Bay in Greece, a semi-street circuit. So it's a track we use for pieces of testing. That should be another good race if this race has anything to go off of. I have been 24K King. I was the commentator for this race, and I'm signing off. Goodbye, and join us for the next one. Oh yeah, right. Podium. Haha, I almost forgot. Um, yeah, third place. The first winner of season two. Everybody come on the stage. Hawk has won the first race of the season. I completely forgot. I had to pronounce my mistake. People, forgive me. But Hawk has won the first race of the season. A very good race this season. Fernand comes home in P3. Yeah, P3. And Hawk and Dino came home in P2. Canadian wins a race. Something that hasn't happened since the days of Jack Villeneuve. But a Canadian has come out top here in Finland. Costa Rican in P2. The team boss of Red Bull, Optic Danny, must be very happy right now with that race victory. That that was a very exciting race. I bet Fernand and Dino will be happy with the result, but hope they at least got one of them that had on the victory. But Hawk just came clutch in that final sector and took it from him. So it's a little bittersweet for Williams here today, but that's it. Optic Dandy constructor. Hope very happy right now. Got a full 26 points, 28 points because his second driver finished in P2. So P9 actually, yeah. But yeah, very good result from the Red Bull and Williams teams. Pretty sure Williams in the lead of the Constructors Championship, considering both their drivers finished on the podium. But Drivers' Championship belongs to Hawk at the moment with a full 26 points. Very exciting here today as they all celebrate on the podium. Look on the fans from downstairs on the track, on the pit lane. Very exciting. And that is that. Thank you, everybody, from joining from Helsinki. Congratulations to Hawk and the Red Bull team. Congrats to Dino Monkey and Fernand for pushing on the podium. Next track next week is Piraeus Bay in Greece, which is their track we use for preseason testing. So it should be very exciting if this anything is racing and go by.